so I don't forget. Because sometimes I forget to record and then so we're gonna give it a minute and then we will start.
Okay.
I'll introduce Olga and stuff, but let's wait for a minute. Maybe people will join. Usually when they register, they join, but let's see.
How many people should be today?
15?
15. Ah, okay. Then
Yeah.
maybe it's yeah, only 6 minutes.
It's okay. I think we should start. So welcome everyone. We're happy to have you with us. It's the fourth webinar from the ICF Cyprus chapter. And every month we run some webinars related to coaching, to resource development or core competencies. And I am Pauline Sawaya, for those who don't know me. I am a member of the board. I'm in charge of the education and training, and the whole committee is here. I'm very happy, Lisa, Theodora, and Jennifer. They're with us today. And we're happy to host Olga with us because we know that the topic she's going to talk about is close to the heart to many coaches. It's about mainly having a clear vision of who your ideal client is, where to find them, and the best ways to connect with them. Olga is a personal branding strategist for founders and CEOs. She has a wide experience and she's gonna take us through an interactive workshop. So, but also if you have any question, just so she can see, please raise your hand in the reaction so we know, and then we will give the floor to you. So, Olga, the floor is yours. We're so happy to have you with us.
Pauline,
Yes.
sorry to cut you. Pauline, there is like coaches from the ICF Lebanon asking about the link. How can I send it? They want to join.
Hala, I'll send it to you by WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you.
No worries. So, Olga, you can share your screen.
Perfect. Thank you very much for introduction, and nice to meet you. Thank you very much for taking this time on Friday evening.
Yeah,
To
we're serious
participate in
about
this.
our business.
Yeah, exactly. So let me share the screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Good. Perfect. So yes, as Pauline was saying, today we will talk about very important for all independent entrepreneurs and coaches, as well as normal people, employees, and as well as founders. We will talk about the importance of the personal branding. And we will focus today on determining the ideal client. And I will try to make this workshop as engaging as possible. It will be a part which will be quite a theoretical part, but I'm open to answer all your questions if you will have them during this part. And then we will jump in more practical part. So at the end of this show, hopefully you will have this magical phrase that I will tell you more about later that you can implement as your elevator pitch or in your social media. So let's start. I will give a couple of words about myself. Pauline, thank you very much for introduction, but a couple of more lines about my personal journey. So currently, I recently became a founder of OTK Agency, which is helping founders and CEOs to develop their personal brands and get more clear vision on their personal branding path. I had more than 10 years in branding in quite a big companies, and My journey started with neglecting my personal brand because I was thinking that if I have a company behind me, it is always something that I will have. And when I was introducing myself, I was telling that I'm Olga and I'm from this big company. And when this big company disappeared from my life, I realized that basically I don't have anything to say about me. So my personal brand does not exist because it was merged into the company's brand. So I started exploring how can I overcome this kind of crisis, and decided to start working on developing my personal brand, then helping my first circle of friends and family members develop their own personal brands because they had similar problems with understanding their values, beliefs, and where they would like to go in life. And then quite organically through LinkedIn, I started getting more and more clients who mainly founders and CEOs, small and mid-sized companies who were also looking for this help in developing their personal brand. So I decided that this might be a niche, and it is how I can potentially help people to get more clarity through bringing my expertise in marketing and branding in the big corporation in their personal journey. So I was thinking that probably I don't need to have personal brand. And the thing is that the idea of personal branding in most of our heads is linked with celebrities, but it is not like this because all we have personal brands and most of us fail to manage it in an effective way. And I would like to ask you to make this more interactive and engaging. What is personal branding for you, and how do you use it in everyday life and in your professional life? Maybe someone would like to jump in and share. Thank you.
I can.
Please.
I believe everyone has a personal brand. No one is without a personal brand. I think whether consciously or unconsciously, every time you show up, you're showing your personal brand. So the personal brand for me is the reputation and that you have. And in coaching specifically, I do believe that the personal brand is the heart of the business. So it's at the core of your business, because any industry that is service based, then personal brand, you are the business, and your personal brand is the heart of the business. So definitely, it's very, very important. I don't believe no one has a brand. Every one of us has a brand.
Great perspective. Yes, totally agree. If anyone else wants to share their opinion, please. Oh, we can move forward. I think that Tatiana wanted to.
Tatiana, but you're muted. And then Natasha.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think that personal brand, it's like a mix of your personality and your expertise. And for me, personal brand is when, I don't know, somebody asked, who is Tatiana? And this, I don't know, 3-5 first words about any person, it's your personal, it's core of your personal brand, I think. And for me, it's, yeah, it's about expertise. So with which topic you can help, for example, yeah, and about your personality. If you are, I don't know, trustful person, if it's a pleasure to communicate, to deal with you or not, something like this.
Thank you. Thank you, Tatiana.
Natasha?
More or less what the lady said, just to add that is what values we project to the outer world, and what unique characteristics define us, so we people know if they resonate with us or not, and why they should come to us.
Thank you, Natasha. Great. So you're quite advanced audience, obviously, the coaches, and as you are super advanced audience, it will be more. I think that this workshop might be more engaging and more interactive than with audience which does not familiar with the concept of personal branding. So yes, why bother with personal branding? We already discussed this with you just now, and you know, numbers, they do not lie. I was making little research about importance for coaches and for solopreneurs to have a personal brand, and you know that some verified sources, they're saying that people are more likely 13 times more likely to invest in you as an elite expert if you're showing up consistently, if you have personal brand, and they're willing to pay more. Also interesting fact that more than 70% of consumers, they like to engage with their trustworthy experts and wants to be relatable as much as possible with you as an expert. So through your authenticity, they might feel this relatability. So they might connect with you in a better way. And if they feel related to you, most likely they might complete the purchase and become your clients. So 60% high visibility. If you have a personal brand which is well established, you can guarantee up to 50-60% of better visibility of you to your target audience through their clear and consistent brand, through a consistent messaging. And you know, I would like to share my little project. Recently, I started making a research based on well-known names. You can see here Richard Branson, Brian Johnson, Mark Zuckerberg. And of course, we know that they're big names, but they are all using their little tricks in order to establish their personal brand, and we can learn through them. And I invite you to look through this series, and maybe you can also, as a coach, get something, grab some tips and advice that can be useful for you. So again, we don't need to be a big name CEOs, coaches like Tony Robbins and so on to have our personal brand. As we discussed, everyone has it. And let's say you're the person with a personal brand, with established personal brand. What kind of opportunities will it bring to you? First of all, it's about leads. As I was saying, my journey on LinkedIn started some time ago, and it was quite organic that I started getting some clients. So through your consistent communication. Then what else can it bring to you? It can bring you good partnerships, collaborations, or speaking opportunities, as well as sponsorships. And I think that what is really important is to start building a personal brand right now, and you do not need to have a lot of followers in order to start establishing yourself as an industry voice, as a person in the niche. And you know, this is a great analogy that I'm using with my clients about building a house, the same as building a personal brand. And we always start with the foundations, and the foundations is our values and our beliefs. And I'm sure that you as a coaches, you are already explored your own values and beliefs and your strengths, and you have strong foundation of this. And the next step, it is about thinking about your ideal client, about your audience, and what is the message you would like to send to them? What message will resonate with them and will solve their problem. So it's one of the essential steps as well of building your personal brand. And after that, you're thinking, how will you deliver this message? Because it should be true to you, authentic way, which is also important because imagine if you are forcing something, if you are not someone that you are presenting, how you present yourself in social media, it might be damaging for your personality, and probably it is not linked with your long-term success. So let's jump into the practical part of our workshop. And today we will talk about personal positioning statement. Before we were discussing before we're talking about target audience as a main element that we will discuss, but I decided that in order to make it more practical, we will talk about this positioning statement, which is kind of your guiding star. It is how you deliver your message, how you solve your problem with your target audience. So again, positioning statement. Let's go through the position statement, and I would like to ask you: have you ever heard about this this term, positioning statement? And if yes, what it is for you? You haven't heard about this, not
I
yet.
think it's the unique value proposition. It's your unique value proposition that differentiates you from other people in your industry.
It's one, definitely. It's one of the parts of the statement. We will go through all the parts of it. So it consists of the 4 parts. And today we will create your unique positioning statement. What is the practical value of this positioning statement? For me, I'm using it on my social media, because let's say if you're using actively LinkedIn, the algorithm, when people are looking for the coaches, are showing the first, normally when you see someone's profile, you can see the first lines that are telling the person who are looking for the coach about you as a coach. So it is your way to grab their attention and to invite you to interact with you. So as I said, positioning statement consists of 4 elements, and the first element is the action. What is the action? Action, it is how you as a coach interact with your client. And there were a couple of examples of actions, like you are helping or empowering, or you are giving advice or supporting. What does resonate with you the most? I also provided a couple of examples through the coaching based on the coaches with whom I was interacting before. So let's say, second example, business coach for female entrepreneurs. She is empowering females. What verb action resonates with you? You can write down it for yourself on a piece of paper, or you can share it with us.
It should be one.
I think that right now, as we are sketching, you can put a couple of them. And then when we will come to the end of the exercise, you will choose the one which works the best.
Okay.
And I think that if you have a couple of actions, that's wonderful, because you can, from time to time, change one action to another action and see what resonates the most with your target audience. When you are ready, I'm ready to go to the next step of the positioning statement. Just please let me know.
Some people are sharing their verbs in their chat.
How can I see the chat?
On the side, you should see chat. I'll read it for you. So,
Please.
Gintare said empower, Jennifer work, Theodora support.
Wonderful. Empower, support.
And work with.
Good. So I think that from the action, we can move to the next part. So the next part is the core of the positioning statement. It is about determining your target audience. I know that we have always temptation to deliver our services, messages to lots of people. And sometimes we have this misconception that it is for the best. But unfortunately, in this case, our message is if it is for everyone, it is to no one, and our message is diluted. That is why it is so important to understand who is your ideal target audience. So in our approach, we will use 5 steps in determining the ideal customer for you. And we will start with demographics. It will be great for you to write down their answers to the questions that will appear here. So please think about what is the age range that of people, of your ideal client you're working with. Who are they mostly, males or female? And probably you have understanding from what industry those professionals are coming. If you can share, I'm still trying to find the chat, but maybe Pauline can, if someone is sharing, please.
Yes, Gintaris said middle-aged female entrepreneurs.
Wonderful, yes. Probably you also can be even more specific if you will have understanding of their income level, of their educational background. This information will help us in the future to find out where can you find your target customer, on what forums or what social media is more effective to use for to find them, or what language to use to communicate with them. So again, age, male, female, what industry they're from, and what educational background or income level. And again, here you can, in answering this question, you can base your answers either on your experience, or you can also think, who is your ideal client? Because based on our communication, we can also track the clients with whom we would like to work. Next step of understanding who is our target audience is understanding their goals and values. So what inspires them? What are the biggest challenges that they're facing? And maybe you have also understanding what kind of values they have, what kind of interest, and what are their priorities now. So through answering these questions, you will understand what's supposed to be your value proposition to them. If someone would like to share, happy to hear.
I can share.
Please, Tatiana.
It's interesting because I was starting to do this exercise earlier, and now I'm I'm continuing to answer these questions, and surprisingly, I have the answers. Yeah, it's great. My target audience, it's males, 30, 45 years old. It's leaders, it's managers who works hard, earn money, create businesses, and at the same time, they have their other interests in their life except their work, and they want to have this life work balance, and they want to spend their time with their families. And they, yeah. this.
Great. So you're helping them to find
I'm helping them to
balance.
find this. I want to help them to find this balance, to be more effective in their work, to achieve their goals, so to stay ambitious and to have great results in their work, and at the same time to have a very balanced life with hobbies, with opportunity to have a vacation without their laptop, and to spend time with their families.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Tatiana. I can see that Jennifer also raised your hand.
Yes, I would like to share, and I have a question after that. So this is one vector, because sometimes we work with different profiles. But if I'm like in a place where this is the spirit of it, or this is what I want my persona to be known, I would say, like, if I'm like let's say in an evening where all people are couples or anything like this, since I'm an intimacy coach, so I would say I work with couples in long-term relationships to help them create, cultivate, and keep passion in their life.
Oh, wonderful. You're already straight to the position and statement, straight to the end.
Yes, to cultivate more intimacy
Bravo.
for a life full of passion on a long term, let's say, so they do not lose the passion. It needs some tweaking, something along this.
Wonderful. Yes. And what question do you have?
My question was about this exactly. Like, I can have 2, 3.
Okay, personas right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You can have a couple of personas. I think that
Like if I'm in a woman gathering, I usually say I'm an intimacy expert. I work specially with ambitious women, helping them understand, starting with their self-intimacy, and understand themselves and cultivate intimacy in life, in work, and in relationships.
and it's wonderful. Yes, you can have a couple of elevator pitches for different target audience and communicate. Let's say you have different platforms. You might have different platforms to communicate with different audience. Right. So let's go to the next step of determine the target audience.
Gintare, she said, I empower female entrepreneurs to break through their financial and emotional barriers to manifest ambitious goals with clarity, speed, and ease.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. Yes, you're definitely super advanced audience, already ready to create the whole position and statement. But anyway, it's good to make a revision, because sometimes during the revisions, some new facts we can discover some new facts.
Definitely.
So let's go to the next step, and it is about source of information. As I mentioned before, we need to understand where can we reach our audience. And if we know their demographics, if we know their problems, we can understand what is the best social media platform. Let's say for Tatiana, who is focusing on successful males who work a lot and seeking for work-life balance, I can see that LinkedIn might be a good platform. For example, yes. So in this part, you need to think what will be the best solution for you in order to find the best groups, or which platforms will be really relevant for your audience, and maybe explore. Tatiana, what platform do you work on? How do you promote yourself?
Yeah, actually, I will answer and I will ask. It's LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Actually, my question was maybe not now, but it's really interesting for me. if I have, for example, I was working in HR consulting for a long time, and I have my audience in these platforms in LinkedIn, in Instagram, in Facebook. And this is not these guys who I want to work as a coach. Yeah. And now I want to change my audience, but I still have these people in my at these platforms. And I don't understand. So if I start to talk with my current audience, how as I am talking with males who is working hard, it will be a little bit strange. But how it usually works?
Good question. Yes, I think that it starts with rebranding of your profile. It is okay that you have not your target audience, that just audience that due to previous experiences is there. I think that it's good to introduce yourself in your new role, and if they don't like it, they might unsubscribe. If they're okay to follow you and get new tips and advice on related to new topic, they might stay. But you don't need to be worried about them being a part of the system. And I think that you don't need to delete your profile or start something from scratch, because obviously algorithm is promoting profiles which are having some followers. So that is why, let's say, positioning statement that you might craft during this session might be helpful for you to use on your LinkedIn profile on the top of their of it, where you will share with your current audience and with your future audience what are you doing now. If someone has any questions, please, or someone would like to share something. So again, source of information. What are the best platforms to reach them? What kind of events do you need to attend? It can be online events, offline events, or maybe some forums to post. Okay, one of the most crucial steps in determining your target audience, it is thinking about their challenges and pain points and how can you help them to overcome them. So think about their biggest obstacles that preventing them from achieving their goals. What takes or what tasks or responsibilities feel overwhelming or time consuming for them? Maybe you can help them to solve them. Maybe you can help them to be more efficient in order to not feel overwhelmed and to complete their tasks in a more efficient way. Or what skills, tools, or resources do they feel are missing? And you might be a coach who can help them to get those skills, tools, and resources. If someone would like to share, again, please. I can share my example. For example, the founders that are coming to get clarity on their personal brand to me, normally they're struggling with their time, and they do not have clarity as well. Where do they start, and even if they need to start, and going through few steps of the program, we're starting with the values, and we're understanding. Let's say if one of the founders, he wanted to communicate like Richard Branson, but then working with, while we were working together, he understood that he actually not an introverted person, extroverted person, and he does not want to share as much as personal life as Richard Branson. So this approach is not relevant for him. So during our work, we was trying to determine what is the approach which is unique and authentic to this person, because we don't need, sometimes we do not need to copy paste strategies of our gurus. I can see that Jennifer is raising her hand.
I can share also.
Please, Jennifer.
Like one of the pain points of my couples is the couples that I see or that are my coaches is the lack or the lack of know-how how to communicate with each other. So this will prevent them from managing their conflicts and from managing their conflicts in a healthy way, and by this from cultivating better intimacy and more passion. So one of the common mistake is that they don't know how to speak to each other. They speak out of anger, out of ego. So I will provide them with the necessary tools and for self-regulating and for talking to each other and asking for what they want, so they can succeed in managing their conflict, and by this for a better relationship.
Great, thank you for sharing. Yes, super mission.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Communication is the key, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that we can move to the next point, and here objections and roles in role in purchase. Let's say you need to answer yourself a question: why will they not become your clients? What can be their objections? Probably you already had some discovery calls with someone who decided not to proceed with your program. So what might be stopping them from purchasing your program?
Maybe expensive, maybe lack of them. It's out of some limiting belief that we carry, like shame or being shy to talk about these subjects. And because there's couples sometimes involved, for me, it's a partner who doesn't want to participate. So these can be the objection that I encounter.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Jennifer.
And there's also a big doubt.
Big doubt.
Industry in general and in my field in particular.
And when you were telling about the price as an objection, did you discover different price points as well?
No, but I usually use the what will it cost you if you don't pay it.
Okay, true.
Yeah, it will cost much more, which is the relationship or but I learned throughout the years not to negotiate my pricing.
Okay. But my question is, probably you have some programs and you have one-to-one coaching, and you also have some,
Yes,
let's say, high ticket,
yes,
middle ticket, and low ticket. Okay, so you have diversified offering to.
But I've been reading recently a very interesting. It's a new trend. I'm not sure if it's logical or not. That's why I'm asking you. That I've been hearing a little bit from these gurus of marketing that nowadays it's like don't do a small ticket. Like just start with your high ticket and people will come or something, which I find little bit. I'm not used to that, but what's your opinion about it?
My opinion that it's good to have several products which are targeting different audience. Let's say one of my customers avatar is founder and CEO. This is a person who can pay high ticket, and normally they do not. If they're quite decisive and they do not hesitate. But there is another category of people, another customer avatar, which is freelancers and entrepreneurs, solopreneurs. In their case, self-paced course or group program is more relevant. So in my opinion, it is good to have to have diversified offering. to
And
probably different people.
yeah, sorry. Do you think like once you're started creating, it's logical to start with the lower offer and then go to the higher offers, or it's
Based on my experience, one-to-one offer, it is like a fuel, because as from one-to-one offer you are getting more return on investment. You can finance creating other types of products like digital
yeah, that's what I
books
mean.
or
How about, what do you think? Is it better to start with promoting your one-on-one coaching, or to start by focusing on like a short, easy, simple lesson that they can have self-paced, like for maybe, like 4 or 5 small videos with, and then offer the one-on-one coaching, which is like a little bit higher on the price?
Of course, for people, it's easier to make a decision about purchasing a small product. So it makes sense to start with selling them something small, like let's say a small digital product or one lesson, group lesson. Then when they see that you are an expert and they grow in trust in you, and you are a credible source for them, they're more likely to make a decision about purchasing a high price point product.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. If someone has a question, please let us know. Otherwise, we will move forward. So I hope that you made some notes about the target audience, and now we can jump into the next part of the positioning statement, which is expertise. So basically, it is how you communicate your credibility, what kind of solutions to their problems, to the customer target audience problems you are giving. And basically, you can look at your expertise as what kind of transformation you are providing to them. And I prepared a couple of examples. 1 second, I will. So there are a couple of examples on the screen in front of you, and let's stick to the business coach for female entrepreneurs. So she brings clarity to their vision and help them to build confidence and implement strategies that turn their passions into a profitable business. So obviously, this category of female entrepreneurs, most likely they have this problem that they do not have clarity where to go, and probably their lack of confidence, and they do not know how to turn their passion into their profitable business. So think about the problems of your target audience, and about yourself, about your expertise. How can you help them to overcome the problems? Just a short question, just a short sentence, couple of words. Maybe Natasha or Tatiana wants to share.
I want to make a question, but
Yes.
we'll do it after this part. So if anyone has an answer already, they can go ahead with it.
It's okay. I think that
Sorry?
you can jump with the question.
Yeah, so basically, because I'm new in the industry and as a new coach, there's so many things in my mind, and I don't know how to filter down to what should be my target audience.
Interesting.
What action no, the action is okay. I think that's easier, but the target audience and what I can actually offer them, what problem to solve, because I'm just fresh out of the training, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't done enough practice, let's say, of coaching to know which direction I should go to.
Probably, this is to answer this question. It is better to feel, and based on your experience, you can answer this question. Probably to test different segments. Pauline, what do you think as an expert?
I think the best is to try to coach as many people as possible. So you find your hotspot where you found the most. Definitely you need to take into consideration your background and expertise and all of this, but coaching is about practice. So once you start practicing with different kind of clients, try different clients, different industries, different people from different age group, and then you will find your niche. It's the best way is to experience with other people so you find your niche. Because some people having a coaching school, I know some people come to me and tell me, I want to do this. And then once they start coaching, even if they have a pre-established niche, once they start coaching, they shift.
Changes, yeah.
So the best is to experience and explore. It's you don't have to have a single avatar today.
And in my case, thank you very much for the comment and for answering Natasha's question. In my case, I found that sometimes people are coming, the right people are coming, your target audience is coming to you. Because initially, I also was hesitating, who is my target audience in terms of branding? And when I started posting consistently on LinkedIn, I don't have a big followers, but still the algorithm of LinkedIn is promoting you based on the keywords. Certain category of people started coming to me. So, and I just shared that I had these two types of target audience: founders and CEOs, and freelancers, solopreneurs. And one category was ready to buy a high-ticket product, and another category was not ready to buy high-ticket product, but was ready to buy, let's say, digital course or online course or digital book, like lower price. So probably yes, it happens also based on you attract the right audience. Yes, so it is how it happens as well.
Thank you.
So, and the last part of the position statement is about your unique selling proposition. It is what Pauline said as her assumption, what will be the position statement, and she's absolutely correct with this unique selling proposition. What makes you different from others? And I think that we are exploring this, each of us exploring this based on our work with other people, and more we're coaching others, more clarity it brings to us. So there are a couple of steps that I would like to share in order to identify your USP. First of all, think about your main customer's problem. Let's say that we have, as an example, executive coach for career transitions. So her clients, they feel stuck in unfulfilling careers, and they do not know how to transition to something that is more meaningful for them. Please think about your ideal client and what are their main problems. Just write down it. If someone wants to share, please, or we can continue and go to the next step. What kind of benefits your product or service offers to them? In our case, it's consultation. What kind of benefits you can provide to them? And again, example, So let's say you're an executive coach for career transitions. You can help them with step-by-step career transition roadmap. They don't have clarity, and you provide them with this clarity. Or you have, let's say, proven strategies to identify their skills and explain them how can they leverage their skills in the new field. You can guide them through this process. What kind of benefits do you think you can provide them? I understand that for Natasha, yes, it might be challenging to answer it, right? This question, because there is no clarity yet on the target or customer. But I think that it's not a problem, as Pauline was saying. More we practice, more clarity we get.
I mean,
But it's good.
off the top of my head, it could be provide a personalized action plan, be their accountability partner. That's more general, of course, but it's something that maybe that person needs to take the next steps into where they wish to go.
Yep, great. I was making my own research about the coaching market on Instagram or LinkedIn, and as I understand, accountability coaching is something that is really in demand now, and people really looking for those people who can help them to progress with certain goals in life. So yes. The third step of your unique selling proposition, it is describe what makes these benefits valuable for them. What makes these benefits valuable to them? And again, example, imagine executive coach for career transitions. So let's say you help them to create clear roadmap. So how can it help them? Probably it will reduce their anxiety and help them to gain confidence. Probably it will help them to feel more confident in their field, in the new field, with the skills that they already have. In my case, when I'm working with freelancers and we're working on their personal brand strategy, I'm helping them to attract more relevant leads. So think about the value that you can provide to your target audience based on their problems. The next step is about connecting this value that you're providing to them, to their problem. So again, we are working with example of this wonderful career coach. And so the main frustration for career changers is the uncertainty and fear. What will they get after they quit their job, or what will happen if they will switch from one industry to another? And her coaching offers clear pathway, personalized strategies. So she is helping to make a clear pathway to the person who is feeling frustrated during their career change. So think about your ideal client. What kind of problem does she have? And how are you helping to the person? Tatiana, I can see that you are writing something in a very intense way, so you can share probably with us some
It's too much to share.
It's too much.
Yeah, I'm reflecting about pains and fears of these guys who are working hard, and now I realize that maybe the main why they do not have this balance between their jobs and between their work and their families, hobbies, etc. That they don't want to lose control about their businesses. They don't want to. They believe that maybe if they stop doing everything for everybody, something goes wrong with their businesses and with their company. And yeah, and maybe this is this angle from which I need to see their problems. I don't know. I'm still reflecting.
Yeah, probably it's their fears, right? They have this fear that something will go wrong, so they can't let go.
Yeah, and maybe one more issue here that from my practice, they want to have this life-work balance, but they do not do anything for this. They believe that they need to have this, but every time when they have this situation, work is the main priority. So they can't do this to make their lives their first priority, their families their first priority. Work always wins.
And how do you solve their problem?
I think that I can work with, I can help them to define for their bigger goal. Yeah, something bigger in this situation, and to help them to be focused, to think about why I want to do this. Yeah, like a dreams, big goal. And to help them to work with their bias, limitations in their heads about that if you stop doing these micromanagement things, everything will be destroyed exactly this day.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. This I have.
Thank you for sharing. Great, yes, great insights. Yes, I can imagine that you have a lot of notes. So after the session, it will be also good to go through all the notes and to systematize them.
Yeah.
If someone would like to share how they are helping to solve the problems, please feel free. Or we can jump into the next step. So again, the next step of USP in excellent preposition is about differentiating yourself on the market. Like what is your difference from other experts that might do similar things to you? Again, we're coming back to the example of the executive career coach. And here's the example that other career coaches offer generic advice. And this particular coach, she is tailoring specifically her advice and program specifically to your needs. So you might be doing the same. You might have clarification call where you understand the needs of the person, and you have probably your special techniques that are different from their, and methods that are different from methods of others. Maybe you have your own frameworks. Does anyone from the guests today have their own methodology that they're using?
I think Pauline has also, if I'm not mistaken. Pauline has many methodologies. it's like a formula or that's what you mean.
Yes, exactly. So it's kind of your unique selling proposition as well, your methodology, your unique method. So
I think with the experience and practice, you will get your unique selling proposition. It's about, for people to think about it and understand it further. It's like you have a 30 seconds commercial on TV only. You have a chance for 30 seconds commercial. What would you show that you are different than all the ads that are passing through? So if they think about it this way, then they will think about their USP and come up with it. Think about it, 30 seconds. This is all you have. How are you different from all the coaches there? And because definitely coaches will come up with their own framework and all of this with practice, with working with different people, with having a niche and all of this will come for sure.
And I do believe also there's an emotional side to your pitch. Like, how did you leave the people after you talked to them with it? I always, because I like to sign in a playful way. So I use laughter usually, and people remember people who made them laugh. So, how did the one who's listening leave your pitch with which emotion also?
Definitely, yes. Thank you for the comment. Exactly, elevated pitch, they're calling this, right? Being able to present the concise message that you would like to deliver to a person in a short period of time. Yeah. So again, and we have this example of unique selling preposition of the executive coach that we were using as an example. So she's providing the tools and confidence to pivot and align their work with their true purpose. So people have problem. They do not feel alignment of their work with their purpose. That is why they would like to change their career. So this is their problem. But they're afraid to do this. So this executive coach is helping them to providing the tools and giving the right directions in order to build the life that they would like to live. I understand that it might feel overwhelming and it's a lot of information with USP, but I think that it's super useful to write down all your thoughts during this workshop and then to go through them and to make it more concise and more clear. It will become more clear eventually. So now we went through all the steps. There were 4 steps. Action, we determined the target audience, we were talking about your expertise, and then we just finished with unique selling proposition, your differentiation. So right now, maybe now during this like 5-10 minutes or of that left on the workshop, maybe after the workshop, you can craft your personal positioning statement. And remember that it should be really authentic and true to you and very sharp and memorable. I understand that you wrote down a lot of thoughts and ideas. And as I said, as Pauline was supporting also this idea, and Jennifer, that you will use this as an elevator pitch, so it should be very concise. Again, let's try to make it for the ones who are ready to make it right now. So we start with action. I guide, or what are you doing? I help, or I empower. Please write down, what is your action? Next step, you empower who? who is the target audience? In our example is mid-career professionals. Jennifer was also sharing her target audience. She's empowering women, but I don't remember the precise age or category of women or couples. Next part of the position statement, expertise. What will be the transformation that you are providing to them? Probably in Tatiana's case, it is a better work and life balance. Through finding better work and life balance. Of course, we can work after the workshop and polish the sentence, but right now let's make it rough, please. And your USP. So what kind of tools are you providing to them? Providing the tools and confidence, in our case, providing tools and confidence to pivot and align their work with their true purpose. Maybe for some of you, it is your unique methodology or 5 steps that you are going through in order to solve their problem. So if someone is ready to share at least a part of this statement, or maybe the whole statement, would be wonderful as an example.
I think if they're not ready, because it is something that they need to think of really.
I think that it would be great if I will share this presentation, because in this case, the ladies will have some
It will
guidance.
be on our YouTube anyways. It's
great, yes.
all the webinars will be on the YouTube, and they can definitely. But I know because this requires work and thinking, and I bet
Yes.
there are a lot of ideas in their head.
Yes.
And I think if we open it to questions and answers, it would be great.
Yes. Then
it would be great.
I suggest let's stop with working on the position statement, but we will continue working this at home. Yes, if you have any questions, you can just send me a message on LinkedIn, and
Or they can ask here as well.
Or you can ask here, yes, please.
Yes.
Ladies, if you have any questions, I can see Lisa.
I just wanted to say that I am at the same position like Natasha. I am a new coach, coaching for 2 years now, actually, but I'm still trying to find my niche. I keep changing it depending on what are my coaches each time. And I think it's an amazing journey to find your niche, because you are exploring different areas, you're meeting different kind of people, and then you find that you discover your values and your expertise through your experience. And thank you very much. It was very helpful for me. I'm not ready to have it, all set, but I have now the tools to go through your steps and be in a better position than before the workshop.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And during your journey, 2 years journey, probably you had some clients with whom you had more joy to work with, right?
Definitely. I enjoy every single coaching session, but yes, you're right. I mean, yes, I can see where I really enjoy most the coaching sessions. You're right.
And probably it might be the client's custom avatar that you would like to visualize as your
Potential niche,
as your
yes.
potential niche, right?
Yes, exactly.
But
I want to
I'm
add
happy that it was
something.
helpful.
I want to add something here for the coaches. You don't have to have one avatar. Okay, so you can work with different people. Definitely when you have one that is, you start with one and then you expand and then you upgrade and then you change. It's not like something static. Your niche in coaching is as flowy as coaching is. So you might have different avatars. You might be working with companies at one time, then working with women in rural area. I don't know. So, but each avatar you want to work with, you need to do the exercise.
Right.
This is
Yes,
very important, I think.
absolutely.
Thank you.
If anyone
any questions?
has any questions, please, I'm open to answer right now, or again, connect with me on LinkedIn and I will be happy to answer the questions there. And I also wanted to share some of the useful digital things that I created. It's for content creation, content pillar calendar. It's completely for free. I wanted to share it at the end of the presentation, but I stopped sharing the screen, but I can just
Can reshare.
I think that I better send the link.
If you want to send the link in the chat as well.
I will better send the link on the chat. It will be.
But if you put it on the screen, then the people who are not attending and watching the YouTube will be able as well.
Okay, perfect. Yes, then let me. One second. If anyone, while I'm looking for the link, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to.
Tatiana, you have a question?
No, I just want to say thank you.
Thank you very much for your active participation, Tatiana.
Yeah, it's time to stop reflecting, I think, and start Friday. Because
Exactly.
I feel that my brain is working now and thinking about all these questions which we were discussing, and I want to stop it. No, thank you very much. It was really, really useful.
I'm happy. Yes. 1 second. Sorry, it takes a little bit more time than expected.
I have a question for
Please.
Pauline.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a short question. So what about the reciprocal coaching program? Is this a good idea to start from? Do you get to work with different people, or how is it?
Peer coaching, you mean?
Sorry?
When you coach other coaches?
I think it's other coaches, right? It's
Yes,
just
it's
to get the
peer-to-peer
experience.
coaching. Yes, we're going to start this next year. We're going to start this peer-to-peer coaching in ICF next year. And if you're interested as well to get coached, DM me, and some people are asking for coaches that are coaches, so you can work together.
Yeah, I think it's already available, right, on the international aspect.
In ICF, yes, and we're in New Year, we will start locally as well.
Okay. I will message you so you can consider me for
Definitely.
the program. Thank you.
Definitely. We will announce it for sure.
Perfect. Thanks.
So I finally found the link, and probably you can see the screen.
Where can I find this?
I will also share the link in the chat, and this is a content pillar planner. What it will help to do for you. It will help you to organize your content and make it more consistent, because as I know, based on my own experience, if you don't have, let's say, content pillars, the main topics that you are communicating with your audience, it's very difficult to create on the consistent basis new content for long term. So yes, please feel free to go to this link and
there is the link.
Yeah, it's up.
and the link.
To the
The
chat.
link is here, and
She will put it in the chat.
I will put it in the chat. Yes, perfect. Yes, I'm really not advanced user of Zoom, so for me it was learning experience. Okay, if no one have questions, then I would like to say thank you very much for participating in the workshop, and thank you very much, Pauline, for inviting me to lead this workshop. It was an honor.
Thank you. And I would like to thank everybody for their participation and aha moments and exchange. Really, it was very interesting. And looking forward to seeing you in our next webinar, which will be on credentialing in December. So we're planning this. And don't forget to follow ICF Cyprus chapter everywhere on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, all Instagram. And we'll see you in our next event as well. So
Thank you
thank
very much.
you.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.